Alright, welcome everyone. Ragnarok here, playing Total War 3 Kingdoms Records Mode Yellow Turban Rebellion as Huang Shao. Throughout this campaign, I will be doing periodic readings from a Chinese classic that you may have heard of, the Sun-Tzu Art of Warfare. The version I'm reading from is the first translation incorporating the recently discovered Yin-chʻu text and is translated with an introduction and commentary by Roger T. Ames. Alright, so our first stream today is going to be a brief introduction to the series. It should give all of my subscribers an idea of what to expect from the campaign, and anyone new to the channel a glimpse of my style as a Total War YouTuber. The central reason for keeping this first part within an hour's length is to give the video and playlist as a whole more of a chance for long-term success on YouTube. In my own experience, the longer streams will have good initial success, but tend to fizzle out in the long term. So I'm hoping this will be more like a regular Let's Play where I can get the video to have a little bit more long-term success. People will be coming back to it over the long run. Anyway, my hope is for the campaign to become a staple of the channel for a long time, something of a defining campaign, so to speak. So yeah, I really want to get back to the channel roots and get back to reading, doing more readings, studying a little bit more philosophy, and trying to incorporate that into my campaigns. So this one is going to be tough. I'm not 100% that it's going to be a successful campaign, but I'm going to give it my best. And we do have Sun-Tzu to help us along. So if I'm following some of his tenets of war, then perhaps there's a bit of a chance. But we'll see. We'll see how she goes. So I guess we'll get right into this. I'll go over a little bit of the faction information that we have. So we're playing the Rise of the Warlords. Dongzhou seizes the young emperor. Dominion of Huang Shao increases character experience, increases research rate, and playstyle focus, research, and wisdom. So we have these gardens where, which actually look really good. They increase satisfaction and research rate, chances of finding exceptional characters. That's good. And we have unlocked from the start archery masters. So, very good missile attack, poor melee, obviously. For Huang Shao, there can be no compromising his beliefs. There's only the way of the yellow sky. All those who oppose will be rent asunder. Yellow Turban philosophy stems from Taiping Jing, the way of great peace, which states that harmony between man and heaven can only be achieved by exorcising evil omens. The right of rebellion belongs to the people, and Huang Shao will exercise that right to overthrow a corrupt and unworthy dynasty. So, wielder of the heavenly way, Huang Shao. Starting situation very hard. He is a scholar, excels at engaging enemy generals and highly skilled foes, but easily overwhelmed. Minus 15% upkeep for ranged units, and plus 6 morale. So the upkeep, the reduction for ranged units, is something that I am going to enjoy thoroughly for this campaign. Anyone who's watched any of my my stuff previously will know that I am a huge fan of archers and things like that. And if you're wondering, we are playing on legendary difficulty as per usual. Keep it at 60-minute length, and time of day, I guess real time we'll go with.
火尽灰飞，点亮夜色。董卓权倾朝野，奸浊世间。洛阳一片火海，诛灭燕患后，朝野混乱。汉室寝于鸡心之上，天绝炎流。 汉作以终，天下昏乱不已。大汉王朝早已被腐败吞噬，黄巾众人跨州联军，高举大旗。忠于汉地的将军们立即作出回应，出兵镇压黄巾军。 虽获全胜，乱局如故。天下之祸，乃在其心。忠臣良将们杀进宫中，斩杀十常侍，清除天下祸源。混乱之中，董卓控制了皇帝。
Alright, yet despite the victory, the chaos only grew with the corruption at the very heart of the empire. The loyal general stormed the imperial palace and killed 10 eunuchs, the source of China's ills. In the madness, the warlord...
董卓厚颜无耻，更有甚者，
Alright,
直呼其为董贼。
forget it. I missed pretty much most of that, so yeah. We'll just skip it over. I think everyone's probably familiar with the story by this point.
付之一炬。
此等弄权乱臣，妄图改天篡命。如今洪水肆虐，恶殍遍野，实乃天怒人怨之兆。
天下各路诸侯合兵一处，抗击董贼。
他们亦是我的敌人，汉室之中以公谋私、贪腐堕落之徒，皆不能留。
汉家东南领土或有可乘之机，主公何不从此处入手？
百姓苦不堪言，定要有人拯救黎民苍生。
苍天已死，黄天当立。主公必当一统四海，率百姓共赴黄天。
Alright, establish your power. Huang Shao, it is clear that the Han have lost the mandate of heaven. Civil war, corruption, and tyranny plague a once proud empire. We must seek to be the salve of the people's woes and must be prepared to fight if we wish peace. Start in the southeast, taking valuable territory use as a base. When you are ready, march to reclaim the mandate and lead China back to peace. Alright, defeat an enemy force. We will gain an ancillary. Alright, kindred gen, and a little bit of experience. Your study and reform greater heights are reached. Without the eternal reason, we are powerless. Study these books, the wisdom contained therein, strengthen us and could help turn the tide of this conflict. Book of Heaven. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So, this is our starting position. Now, what I'm thinking is, for this campaign, we're going to get attacked from pretty much all sides. Just want to get rid of these pins. To be honest, just clutters up the screen. I find it's one of the things that's a little bit annoying about Three Kingdoms is the clutterness of the screen. But we'll be taking care of that, especially in the battles. We're going to be fighting all of the battles without the interface. I mean, we'll use the interface to set up, but we'll be fighting the battles without it, which should make for some interesting situations and some difficult situations. Alright, so what I'm thinking, let's actually bring this up and take a look at diplomatic status. So we're at war with everyone around us, except for the Yellow Turbans, which is good, but they're going to get hit pretty hard. I don't think we can hold this farmland, but we'll keep it there. The cities that we occupy right now, this small city, I think we want to try and do our best to hold on to it. So I'm going to build a garrison there, and I'm actually going to build a garrison here as well, and make this sort of our base of operations for the time being. But what I'm thinking is that we should pick on Kong Rong to start things off, that we should push this way and try and capture this peninsula. And I think that'll give us a good chance of survival. Try and stay close to the Yellow Turbans, because they're the ones who are going to be friendly to us, at least initially. And then aside from that, it's just recruiting troops. We want to recruit as many troops as we possibly can. This unit, I'd like to swap it, but I guess we can't do it until next turn. Yeah. Militia of Virtue. What's the upkeep on these guys? 123. Frontline blocks melee attacks. I don't know why this unit is... we're also playing on ultra unit sizes. Yeah, I don't know why this unit only has 120 unit models in it. Kind of makes it a little bit weaker. Right, anyway, we want to get after old Bao Jin here. I'm actually gonna stand you here because I think if we put him in the army, we might not have quite enough movement. So we'll just have him come in as a supporting cast. Alright, let's start it up. So I think what I'll do here is I'll set up my troops, and then I'll play the first bit from the Sun-Tzu Art of War that I have pre-recorded for you guys. So this way it doesn't distract from the campaign, and I can get that philosophy in there. And then if you guys are here during the stream, we can discuss it and talk more detail about these different parts. But I don't think we're gonna have time to fit everything in, unfortunately. We'll you know, I'll do my best to try and fit like a lot of it in, but I'm gonna skip around a little bit. The first part that I'm gonna do is from the actual excuse me, from the introduction. I don't think we'll be able to cover the entire introduction. Like I said, we should be able to actually cover the entire text of the Art of War, because it's not, the chapters are not super long. The main body of the text, the 13 chapters, each chapter is only like a couple pages long, but within those pages there's a lot of obviously incredibly insightful war tactics and things like that. This map is not to our advantage really. I mean, we could push forward here and take this ridge, but we'll be doing it without our reinforcements. Or we could wait for our reinforcements, but and form up together, which would give us overwhelming force against them. But it doesn't. So maybe we'll just push forward, hold this ridge, and then wait for our reinforcements to come up. Just have you defend this flank for now. Because I don't. I don't know. I don't like the looks of the situation here. You can defend this flank. All right. Okay, so let me set up the... I'm going to start playing the little part. So this will be the only part that I play today. It's from the introduction. It's a few chapters into the introduction. It comes on page 32 of the version of the book that I have, which you can find in the details of the stream. But I'll play this for you, and then we'll get this battle started up. And I think it's only a couple minutes long, like maybe 7 minutes long. So enjoy. Sun-Tzu as a historical person. According to the biography in the historical records, the first comprehensive history of China completed in 91 BC, Sun-Tzu was born in the state of Qi, in the area present-day Shuntang province, as a contemporary of Confucius, 551 to 479 BC, at the end of spring and autumn period, and came into employ of King Hao-Lu of Wu, 514 to 496 BC, as a military commander. Gained an audience with King Ho-Lu, who, after having read the 13 chapters of the Sun-Tzu, the Art of Warfare, summoned him to court, putting Sun-Tzu to the test. The king requested that Sun-Tzu demonstrate his military skill by conducting a drill using the women of his court. An alternate version of this same story was reclaimed in the Yin-chʻu dig and has been translated below in part 2 as an interview with the King of Wu. This must be one of the best known anecdotes in Chinese military lore. The king dispatched 180 of his court beauties from the palace. Sun-Tzu divided them into two contingents, placed the king's favorite concubines as unit commanders, and armed them all with halberds. He then instructed the women, "Do you know where your heart, your right and left hands, and your back are?" The women replied, "We do indeed." "When I say front," he said, "face in the direction of your heart. When I say left, face in the direction of your left hand. When I say right, face in the direction of your right hand. When I say back, face in the direction of your back." The women agreed. Having set out the various drill commands, he then laid out the commander's broadaxe, and went through and explained his orders several times. Thereupon he drummed for them to face right, but the women just burst into laughter. Master Sun said, "Where drill orders are less than clear and the troops are not familiar enough with the commands, it is the fault of the commander." Again, going through and explaining his orders several times, he then drummed for them to face left. Again, the women just burst into laughter. Master Sun addressed them. "Where the drill orders are less than clear and the troops are not familiar enough with the commands, it is the fault of the commander. But where they have already been made clear and yet are not obeyed, it is the fault of the supervising officers." He then called for the beheading of the right and left unit commanders. The king, viewing the proceedings from his balcony, saw that Master Sun was in the process of executing his two favorite concubines, and was appalled. He rushed an attendant down to Master Sun with the command, "I am already convinced of the commander's ability in the use of military. If I don't have these two concubines, my food will be tasteless. It is my wish that you do not behead them." Master Sun responded, I have already received your mandate as commander, and while I am in command of the troops, I am not bound by your orders." He thereupon beheaded the two unit commanders as an object lesson. Appointing the next two in line as the new unit commanders, he again drilled them: left, right, front, back, kneel, stand. At every turn the women performed with the precision of the square and compass, and did not dare to utter a sound. Master Sun thereupon sent a message to report to the king. "The troops have now been properly disciplined. Your Majesty can come down to inspect them. Do as you like with them. You can even send them through fire and water." The king of Wu replied, "Commander may return to his chambers to rest. I have no desire to descend and review the troops." Master Sun said, "The king is only fond of words, but has no stomach for their real application." At this, Lu knew Master Sun's ability at military affairs, and ultimately made him his commander. That Wu crushed the strong state of Chu to the west and occupied its capital at Ying, intimidated Qi and Qin to the north, and rose to prominence among the various states, was in good measure due to Master Sun's military acumen. Elsewhere, in his historical records, Sima Qian records Sun-Wu's counsel to King Ho-Lu in the campaign against the Chu. Following Sun-Wu's advice, the state of Wu was able to occupy the Chu capital within 6 years. Evident from these historical reports is the fact that Sun-Wu was not only a military tactician, but also a very capable strategist who was able to lead his state to victory. Although the details of Sun-Wu's life are for the most part lost, the place of his Sun-Tzu, The Art of Warfare, as the fundamental work in classical military literature is unassailable. The military chapters of the book Lord Shang, a legalist text dating primarily from the 3rd century BC, are heavily indebted to material adapted from the Sun-Tzu. The Master Hussein's debate on warfare, the tease, is in fact a very specific Confucian assault mounted by Master Hussein against those prevailing military concepts and attitudes clearly drawn from the Sun-Tzu, The Art of Warfare. The legalist Han Fei, a student Master Hussein, reports on the popularity of the Sun-Tzu, The Art of Warfare, in a world that had been scorched with centuries of unrelenting military strife. Everyone in the realm discusses military affairs, and every family keeps a copy of Master Wu and the Sun-Tzu on hand. The military treatise in the Master Huanan, certainly one of the most lucid statements in early military ideas, evidences an intimate familiarity with Sun-Tzu, the art of warfare, and builds upon it. From the centuries leading up to the founding of Imperial China, over its 2 millennia long career, and during the decades of unprecedented military intensity in the 20th century, the Sun-Tzu, the art of warfare, has maintained its status as the world's foremost classic on military strategy. Must be Japan. I wonder where the chaos dwarfs are. Shadow of No One, how's it going, man? Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit from the Art of War. We're going to get into more of that as the campaign goes on. I thought that would be a good introduction to Sun Tzu. Just talking a little bit about him as a historical person. And I really like the anecdote that's part of that, and the really interesting thing there for me anyway is the notion that once the ruler has given command of the military to the to the military commander, that the military commander is no longer bound to the orders of the ruler, that as long as he's in charge of the military, he has full authority to do what he sees fit. Alright, we need troops. We're gonna need a lot of troops, and I'm hoping that like my logic for this campaign is to stay on the move. We're gonna have to fight guerrilla style warfare. I don't think we have access to siege machines, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not sure. We'll have to play through a bit more of the campaign and find out, but as far as I know, I don't think we have access to the siege machines. So having said that, I'm thinking if we can stay on the move, get our income up high enough that we can have a large force in the field, and just continually be taking easy targets from our enemies, not necessarily assaulting them head on, but just continue on the move and try and eliminate people where we can, and just take as much easy territory as possible. So we're going to pick on Kong Rong first. We're going to push into his territory and try and capture this peninsula. In the meantime, we're going to try and garrison as much of our territory as possible to make it really difficult for the AI. Anywhere that they attack us, I want them to have to fight for every inch of ground. So I'm thinking the foundation of the campaign is going to be on population, keeping our population high, keeping our food stores high, and keeping our troop numbers high. Those are kind of the foundation I want to go with for the campaign. So I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we will find out. Let's get Guan Hai get him into the action. Archery Masters. So Archery Masters only have 120 models in their unit. I'm not too keen on. Light Bow Masters. Peasant Archers are super cheap, but they're not going to be extremely... They're not going to be... for fuck's sake. I want to see the whole list. God dang it. Alright. Light Bow Archers and the Lands Chosen. I think the Lands Chosen are the guys that I really want. The range is 225. Archery Masters 225. They do have quite a bit of ammunition. But you have to take into consideration that there's only half a unit of these guys, basically. Anyway, Yuan Shao can't recruit the other ones. Yeah, let's go with a couple of these guys, or one of these guys, and then maybe load up on some peasant archers. Peasant archers, yeah. Cheaper in his army. You can only get one of them. That pretty much bankrupts us. Well, it doesn't bankrupt us, but uses up all of our income. Alright, and then this unit, actually. Can we swap that? Maybe we'll swap it out for one of these next turn. Yeah, if we save this money, we can do that. But we'll just get the one unit for now. And just stay on the move. But yeah, I mentioned earlier it's going to be a short stream today. Just probably going to be an hour long. The main reason is because I'm hoping that it'll give the video a chance to have a little bit longer term success on the channel. I find that the really long videos kind of deter people from watching them after they're live. So if thing is, these guys are, I want them to get that additional replenishment rate. Military supplies, mustering rate plus 10% really helps out. What if we were to transfer him over and just let him sit there for a turn? We should be able to take this without him. Should be fine. And let's put you back in charge as the commander. Alright. We probably could delegate this, but I probably need a little bit of practice with the battles and whatnot, especially if we're going to be fighting the battles without the user interface. Almost 50% done then. Yeah, I apologize. Like I don't know. I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, should I stream for an hour and then restart a new stream right away and go for 4 hours, or would that pull attention away from the first video? Like I'm not sure. Like this is kind of an experiment because I really, like, if you look historically on Let's Plays, like the #1 video in a Let's Play will continue to gain views even years after it's been released. Whereas the streams, the #1 in streams, the #1 video, it's not always the case. I mean, I don't know if that's because there's more streams out there, people do streams more frequently, or if it's because the streams are a longer length typically. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of, I don't know. But for sure tomorrow we'll be playing this for quite a while. For a couple of hours at least, and I'll try and start a little bit earlier tomorrow, and we'll get into a lot more of the art of war as well. All right, hopefully we don't have to actually go in and attack them. Not sure what to do with these militia of virtue, because they're There's only 120 of them in the unit. It just doesn't seem very super useful to me. Actually, one of you guys is 3, you guys is 2. Coming out at us. I think that might be because we outranged them a little bit. Not 100% sure. Because these guys have 225 range. Let the archers do their thing. Guess we could try and flank with them. Oh, two behind. I think this is an archer unit here, I'm pretty sure. Looks like it. So I'll send it was a little bit slow there. Probably should have sent him in a little bit sooner. Those guys are almost down. These guys are shielded, so they should be able to absorb that archer fire a little bit. And let's shoot at them, if you don't mind. God, I love this game, man. Like, freaking... oh man, I just wish it was more popular on YouTube. I would have been streaming a whole lot more of this, but the records mode... I think that's it. No? Maybe not. Actually, pull out of there. Got more... Alright, I just want to be careful. The towers can be pretty deadly. Guys, actually just pull back for now. But yeah, records mode I feel like is the... Man, it's the best Total War experience out there right now. It's got the biggest armies. The maps are the biggest in this game. Like... I just stay out of the archers. Where are the archers going? Oh, I forgot to put them on guard mode. Is this battle still going on? Okay, yeah, they've got another archer unit back here. Guess we can send you in to get them. Yeah. Take a little bit of damage from those towers, but move the rest of the troops up a bit too. Should probably send you too, but I feel like he already took a little bit of damage there. Snow is definitely slowing us down a bit. There we go. A bit of damage. Take your blasphemy, Warhammer mate. Sigh. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, a Warhammer is pretty great, but the battles in this are... I don't know. I mean, like, I know you don't have as much tools to work with, but the maps are bigger. The positioning, where you position yourself on the campaign map, matters a lot more in this than it does in Warhammer, making it in a certain way more strategic than Warhammer, because for the most part, the campaign map here is reflected really well in the battle maps. So where you position your troops here matters a lot on the battle maps, especially because the maps are much bigger, and in records mode, moving your troops is relatively slow. So getting your troops into position is really, really important, right? But I don't know. I mean, it's hard to compare the two because the two games are so different. But yeah, this has the biggest battles, and all right, we're gonna get rid of this. I think we can keep the food, I suppose, but we'll demolish this and replace it with the garrison building. I want to make them work for every bit of territory that they take. Farmland here. As much as I'd like to upgrade it, we can't, because Yuan Shao is going to take that from us almost for sure. These guys are not happy. Why aren't they happy? Lack of purpose and general discontent. General discontent. Oh, that's great. I already got unhappy folks. Book of Mountains and Seas. Oh, damn. I think we'll give that to you, sir. Alright, this guy is leveled up. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we can get a 10% research rate would be nice. Insight. Armor piercing damage would be nice. 10% range damage for his own retinue. That's pretty sweet too. But yeah, I'm not even sure we can get the flaming arrows with these guys. What unlocks? %, ranged armor piercing. Yeah, I don't see fire arrows anywhere. Oh, I thought that was additional range. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the additional research rate. Actually, let's go with this. That's gonna help us survive better. Alright, so thinking continue pushing this way. We'll let him continue recruiting for a little while. And I want to switch this over. I want to swap this unit for another of these. The archery masters. So let's switch it for them. And then let's recruit some more units. Could get 2 more archery masters. I'm just not sure how valuable they're gonna be. I guess we'd test those 2 out for now, and in the meantime, okay, no one available there. In the meantime, let's pick up more of the lands chosen. I think the lands chosen are the better way to go. They're cheaper. They have 225 range, and they've got more ammunition. I mean, these guys have 60 ammunition, but these guys have 38. Multiplied by 240. 60 multiplied by 120. It's gonna be less. So let's get those 2. And then for him, I'm thinking we might put some horses in there, but I guess let's just go with some cheap stuff for now. Actually, put the cheap stuff in. Actually, no. Let's get another lands chosen. And a couple of the peasant archers. just to get the numbers up. Alright, so we'll probably have to sit for a couple of turns. I've been playing Warhammer Tabletop since 1988, so I'm totally biased, especially since I hate Age of Sigmar. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about Age of Sigmar, but I haven't played it myself. Like, I haven't played either myself. I've always wanted to get into the tabletop for Warhammer. Looks really good. But yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of like just sort of traditional board games, Risk, and one of my favorite board games is very similar to this. It's more closer to Shogun too, but Yakuza is a lot of fun. I think we were talking about it the other day. Alright, we could wait for these guys to get replenished. Continue replenishing. Or we could get on the move and attack the livestock farm down here and just keep the pressure up on Kong Rong. I'd like to keep the army together though as well. 2 turns till they're fully replenished. Mustering rate. That additional 10% mustering rate is pretty sweet. Let's build the garrison here. Yeah, the thing is, as soon as you move, you lose that 10% mustering rate, which does make a big difference. Pretty much out of cash. Build up our force. I don't know if this is a good idea because the problem is the AI. You don't want to give the AI any additional time to build up, especially on this this difficulty level. 40. I'm just wondering. I think we're gonna move this turn. I think we'll be okay. I don't want to sit any longer. Would like to have some intel down here. Let's take a look at our own garrisons for now, see how quickly they're replenishing. It's not super fast. This guy's 3 more turns. Alright, let's come down here and take this livestock farm. Shit. Shit. Kong Rong is here. Guess I should have maybe taken a look at what was happening there first before I charged straight in. We can get him there on force march, but they're not going to get replenishment next turn. But we kind of need these troops here. I shouldn't have charged in like that, or should have attacked the previous turn. Casualties medium. Ah, fuck, man. This is gonna be a tough fight. They've got a lot of cavalry. A lot of cavalry, not a ton of range. I don't have... Oh, they've got a little bit of frontline infantry. Shit. I mean, we've got them outnumbered. But, this is not the kind of battle I wanted to get involved in so early. Like the whole strategy is predicated around not getting into big fights like this, not getting into fights where we could potentially take a lot of damage to the army. We want to avoid these kind of confrontations and fight confrontations that are pretty much decided before we even get into battle. Alright, reinforcements coming in from there. We can maybe use... can maybe use these buildings here to help protect our flanks. We're gonna need the reinforcements up here right away, I think. As quickly as they can get up here so that we don't hopefully get overwhelmed. Let's put the archery masters in the middle here, so they're a little bit more protected. Alright, this is a battle we've got to be careful with, because if we lose this, could spell the end of the campaign. Or the beginning of the end, anyway. I'm okay if they just want to stay put for now. You guys up here. Get this organized and then I'll turn the HUD off. What the fuck is happening here? One of you stand here. One of you stand on this side. I think we're gonna have to go to them. This doesn't look like they want to come to us. We'll just wait for our reinforcements to get up here first. Alright, get rid of the HUD. Oh no, I'm mistaken. They are coming to us. I'll just hope our reinforcements get here in time. Yeah, they're tired already. So in the forced march. So it might not be good. Shit, you know what? I didn't put everybody on guard mode. There we go. You guys come over here. Get ready to meet this charge. Get over there. Try and take out their cab first. We can take out their legs. Get over there. Right. You guys face back up this way. Alright, we should be able to win out here, I would think. What are you doing over here? Where are those reinforcements? Alright, they're getting into position. Alright, I think we won here. We need the cavalry to come around to this end. Line's holding for now. Actually, might put you in here. And then you come in there. Alright, let's get the cavalry around this side. And see if we can run them down. I think this battle is over. Looks like they're running. Is that Kong wrong? That must be Kong wrong there. Just run some of these guys down. Alright, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't think we took a lot of damage either. $134 casualties, that's not too bad, and they lose everything. It's just sitting inside the settlement. We're just gonna occupy. I don't think we're gonna be looting and occupying settlements. I'm kind of thinking if we're continually taking settlements from the AI, not so much worried about defending, especially the minor settlements. If we lose them, I mean, we're gonna lose them over time. But I'm kind of thinking, like, let the AI do most of the upgrading and building, and we'll just continue on the move and just building up our military, basically. Just try and have as big of an army as possible. Alright. You know, I'd like to have more cavalry support. We've got this guy available now too. But we're starting to run pretty close to... I think I'm just going to pick up these cavalry units. And that's pretty much the limit of what we can afford right now. Stay in the settlement. Shit. By moving him out of there, I just lost the additional 10%. Anyway, that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to build up any of this stuff because I'm not sure what we're going to be able to protect and what we're not going to be able to protect. And another reform available. We really need to work towards that, I think, the additional public order. But I'm not sure... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I've never really played through a Yellow Turbans campaign. I'm not sure exactly how their technology tree works. So, it's kind of a bit of a learning experience for me. Actually, let's do this. Additional satisfaction. Because we've got a couple of cranky generals already. Nothing we can do here. I don't know. Their happiness should increase over time. Could build this. just gonna leave it for now. Feel like we'll be able to protect this city, but if Yuan Shao comes down here with a lot of force, it's gonna be really hard to hold on to. What I'm really hoping is that we can use this city, Donglei, as our main area of as our main base. It's already level 5, but that's not going to be easy for us to take. That's the problem. But if we come in and clear all of this out, we could potentially siege it for a couple of turns and take it down. But I want to get rid of Kong Rong, and then I'm thinking sweep into this area and then come out here and deal with Liu Bei and just play defensively, make Yuan Shao and the Han fight for every inch that they have to that they want to take from those territories. Take you off of march stance. What do we got down here? They're just recruiting, so their force is not in good shape. Got a pretty big garrison though, but again, it's not at full strength. So I think this is a good time to strike it and get rid of them. And let's should be able to merge the armies now. Alright, 3,578 versus 2,138. Alright, let's do it. Lumberyard. The lumberyards are a little bit more sake. Yeah, I could use some sake right about now. But isn't sake Japanese, not Chinese? I don't know. I'm not super familiar with either culture, but alright. Not a huge fan of attacking these lumber yards. Towers can do quite a bit of damage to you, but I'm thinking they're gonna come out at us again because we outranged them. I don't know. I don't know if that's why they've been more willing to come at us. But if we do have to attack in here, I'm just trying to think what the best point is. Actually, I think it's over here. Yeah. Fuck, there's a lot of trees here though. Yeah, I think if we attack this point, we can kind of, if we come down through here, we can avoid these towers, and we only have to deal with those 2 towers. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And you guys, hide you in the trees here. Actually, we've got some more cavalry now. Alright, yeah, so I'm thinking to push into here, but my hope is that they actually come out against us. I'll lengthen the line a little bit. Actually, let's put the 2 archery masters in the back. Don't want the archers in the trees. And let's bring you guys over a little bit. Shit, this line's a lot longer than I thought. Alright. The fuck is this? Another archer unit. Alright, get the fuck over here. Alright, good enough. Let's start it up. Yeah, they are gonna come out as, which is nice because they're fighting uphill. I don't know why the AI is doing this. They're leaving a solid defensive position to end up fighting uphill. Which, you know, it's okay with me. Let's get you guys into position over here. And everybody else, let's move forward just a little bit. Yeah, I wish we had flaming shot. We can just pin them in there. Guys, get out to the flank and then you can charge in this way. Fire arrows coming at us. See a lot of the dead already. Alright, let's get to work with the cavalry, take out their archers. That's what I love about this game, man, the cavalry. Cavalry kicks fucking ass in this game. In records mode, anyway. Yeah. Other modes, not as much. We are getting bogged up here a little bit. You can see these guys. You guys can focus down them. And then let's keep the cavalry moving. So we got down here. These archers? No. Don't want to charge into them. But yeah, let's do a sweep around. Get away from them. Keep working on the archers. Actually, probably taking quite a bit of damage here with the cavalry. Ooh man, it's like a lot of them went down. Alright, let's pull back out. Get back up on the hill here. Back to our safety. And let's start pushing forward a bit with the main force. Actually. Okay, it's one of our... Shit, I forgot to put them on guard mode again. Alright. Move into position a little bit. How's the damage on the cavalry? It's not too bad. These guys don't look like they want to move out of position, so we're gonna have to come in and take them out. But we'll let the ranged units deal with most of that. Move like that. You guys actually move in there. Dang, hello man. Sorry for not appearing sooner. I was busy today. No worries, bud. We're just wrapping up the stream. It's just going to be a short stream today, and then tomorrow we're going to go for full length. So kind of wanted just to get the first part out and do it relatively short so that everyone would have a chance to sort of check it out. And then I'm kind of hoping that with it being a shorter stream, that it'll have a little bit more success in the long term on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish things up, and then you'll have the opportunity to rewatch the first part, and then tomorrow we'll really get into the meat of the campaign and just get a lot more done. Try and start a little bit earlier tomorrow. But yeah, dang, you don't have to apologize for not being here sooner. It's I understand life is busy. Everybody's got their own thing going on, and yeah, just I appreciate you coming when you can. Yeah, so far the battles have been pretty one-sided, which is what we want, obviously, because it is going to be a tough campaign. We lost 180, that's not too bad. And we should be able to gain an ancillary as well. Just actually want to double check the options that the game settings, difficulty level, battle difficulty. Yeah. As high as it goes. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna end things here today. I apologize for cutting things so short. But tomorrow we'll get into a lot more of the Art of War. I'll play more of the recordings from the Art of War. And we can talk about that, and we'll just have some fun with Three Kingdoms. I'm not sure how long the campaign is going to go for, what the goal is. I mean, the initial goal is just survival. I feel like we're going to start being attacked by quite a few of our neighbors here. But if we can control this peninsula, I think we have a good chance, because I feel like this is kind of tucked away here. Gives us a good base of operations. And this city, if we can get back here to defend it, the city kind of defends. I mean, if you look at this mountain range, almost defends all of this territory that we have back here. I mean, we'll be getting attacked from here, but controlling the cities is vital, of vital importance. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how things are going to go. We'll see what the AI throws at us. But yeah, thank you very much for coming by, guys. And yeah, part 2 will be tomorrow. I'm not sure what time we're going to stream it, but it'll be earlier than today, that's for sure. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.